Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Well, here we are back again for another day of putting in the roll cage into my 64 Falcon. Yesterday we got the driver's side trunk bar put in. Today, hopefully, we'll go ahead and get the passenger side in. What I'm going to do is actually just show you guys just what I go through just to get set up so I can work in my shop. It's a 14 by 30 Superior shed is what this actually is. It has a wood floor. I've actually had two cars in here one time. I had this, and I also had a 65 Ranchero that I use for parts was actually parked next to it. If I can find the picture and I'll put it in just to show you guys how I had them. But yeah, so normally right where I am standing, usually right in front of me is a lawnmower that's outside right now because I have the AC going, and I didn't want to have to leave the door open that long for that period of time with the AC going. But and I wanted to get it as cool as I can in here. Today we are supposed to hit an index of 104 here in Florida, so uh, we'll see how this thing holds up today. Did really well yesterday. It only got to me about 85, and that was at like 3:30, which is usually the hottest part of the day here in Florida. Um, but we're gonna go ahead and see how we can make that thing work today. So we're gonna go ahead and get set up, and I'm gonna show you what I go through. I love the look of drag slicks on the car. It's not like they're not porous or anything, so we're always putting air in there. If I only maybe had a set of tubes I could put in there. Uh-huh. Yeah, they are. So that's just some of the craziness I go through to try to make room so this way I can get some work done on the car. But all right, let's go ahead and get after it. All right, so what we're going to do today. Like I said, we want to make it land right there on top of the frame rail. It's going to come through the package tray and connect up there to the main hoop. So let me go ahead and get you guys set up here. But I think now that we know a little bit more as far as what we can do and what we can't do, where we should cut, hopefully today will go by just a little bit faster. Let me go ahead and get set up, see how we do this. Well, I think now we know about where to cut from the other side. That's pretty much, making a mess out of that. So we know pretty much where to cut over here. So I think what I'm going to do is go over there, maybe get some measurements, see what I can do there, and we can go from there and see maybe if we can at least give us a good starting point. Okay, so we got the section cut out that we wanted to get cut out. I believe this should be good enough just for the bar to fit through. So next thing we do is we'll go ahead and slide the bar through and see where everything lands. Okay, so here we go. We'll go ahead and slide that bar through, and we'll see where it lands. And I'm thinking it should land somewhere within the same area as the other one did, at least hopefully. That would be ideal. we do. Coming at you. Ooh, sorry about that. All right, so there we go. All right, not bad. I think we're gonna have to do a little bit of trimming on that hole. So there's like right up against it, but it does seem to fit fairly well up here. Um, yeah, we gotta trim all that up here. It's not exact, but it's close. And then of course down here, same thing on the lower there. We gotta shave that down a little bit. This way it'll fit a little bit nicer. So all right, let's go ahead and get that all done. Okay, so essentially just what I did is put it in my vise here, and I have it. If I want to make sure that it's nice and straight, put our angle finder on here, and we're sitting at right now. It's sitting at a 30.4 angle, so which is fine. Um, we'll go ahead and get it grind down as close as we possibly can, and we'll just keep checking it and checking it and checking it. So let me go ahead and start it off. See what we got. Okay, so there we go. So we got it fitting really well to the plate. Um, I believe that's just a shadow that's right there because it's right up against it. So that's just a little shadow that is casting. I went ahead and measured it from side to side, and we are sitting just right side to side. Um, on the driver's side, the passenger side, both about probably about 8 3/4 to the center, maybe a little bit more, give or take. I mean, if they're an eighth of it, if they're not even, if they're a 16th off, that's a lot. So what I'm gonna do right now is just so I don't lose the spot where I'm at, I'm gonna add one of these. And what this is here, a buddy of mine made these. He just took some PVC pipe and cut them into like a U or a short C, however you want to call it. And what these do, these actually clip onto the roll bar. And what it'll do is it helps you when you're by yourself keep things where you need them. So you can like put them like under a bar, or you have them next to the bar. This way you know how far over they're supposed to be. And so that's what we're going to use this one for. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the side of the bar over there on the opposite side. This way I know how far in it's supposed to go. So let me go ahead and get that done for you. Okay, so all we're going to go ahead and do with this little clip here, we're going to come up right here to the roll bar, come up as close as we can, tight as we can to it, and just press it on. And there it is. just like that. And now, when I take the roll bar off and on, I know how far I can go over, which makes it very helpful. All right, so now that we got that fitting pretty good down there at the bottom, I think we're gonna go ahead and do is start getting it fit up there at the main hoop, and we'll grind it down, and as you open the fish mouth up a little bit more on this side here, on the more towards the passenger side door, because we got a pretty good sized gap over here. So we'll go ahead and open this up a little bit more, which will help bring this all up. Well, let's go ahead and see what we can do. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to come in here and just start opening this up a little bit more, because the more I can open this up, it'll bring this side closer in. So all right, I'll go ahead and do some grinding. Okay, so here we go. I got the part down here fitting really well, nice and tight, and comes up through the package tray, knock the light over, and we got a pretty good fit right up there at the main hoop. So I think next thing we do is go ahead and start cleaning everything up, and we'll get everything all tacked in. Alrighty, well, there we go. We got this side all tacked in. As I said, just got a couple of quick tacks just to hold everything in place while we keep going and putting in more bars. And it comes up, and there we go. And it's just tacked in there for real quick, couple of quick tacks just to hold it in place. All right, guys. Well, we had another good day today. We had another bar into the car. So now we got the 2 trunk bars put in, and we're making her more and more stiffer as we go along. So I think next up we're going to go ahead and get those door bars tackled. Go ahead and cut the seat brackets out and move the seats in. Not much. I mean, it's going to be an inch, maybe inch and a half, 2 inches tops. Really shouldn't be too much. But we'll probably go ahead and tackle that next week. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I appreciate everybody who hangs out with me and checks out and likes and shares and subscribes to all my videos. So until next time, this is Old School's Garage saying I'm out of here. Later.